Good morning, Eagle Nation. Thank you for joining us. I'm Landry Long.
And I'm Christina Krasnova. We have a very special show for you today to show what we think the true spirit of the holiday season is. So stick around. ENN starts right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation. Thank you for joining us, and Merry Christmas.
Yes, and today is December 25th, Christmas Day. As always, the holidays bring many heartfelt stories showing the kindness and compassion of the town of Prosper.
Up first, Isabel Malter shares the story of friends and family spreading the Christmas spirit through a holiday staple.
It's time to take your tree out, but Christmas traditions won't let it be plastic. At this tree farm, employees help customers find the tree that's right for them. Fresh cut it, put it through this machine, and send it off to its new home. But many Texans have never even stepped foot in a place with genuine trees, let alone bought one. So how did this business come along?
23 years ago, we had an idea. I've grown up having a real Christmas tree, and we just didn't see places in McKinney or around this area where you could buy one other than a Home Depot or a Lowe's. And so we decided to bring fresh cut Christmas trees here.
And stores don't have fresh cut trees. Yet, Lane has found a way to bring that need to this lot.
He has connections to people in Oregon.
This is the field that we will probably get most of our Douglas fir from this holiday season.
And they ship down trees. It's somewhere in the 700, 600 range of amount of trees. And then we load them up here, and then people come by and purchase them.
To fill your whole house with the smell and bring that sense of this time of year to it. And we help do that with selling what I think are pretty dang good trees.
On top of ensuring his trees are the highest quality, Lane has another priority. He also hires employees he knows he can trust to bring that sense of home, starting with family.
We started with my kids. They all worked here. Their friends worked here. And then, over the years, it's just been friends of friends. It's been people from church, from our youth group. It's a good, job to teach a young person how to work with their hands.
A lot of the people that work are returning. You meet them one year, and then the next year they're back, you catch up, and then you're right back to where you were, do the same thing next year. So it's good to see the same familiar faces.
These pieces that I'm holding here in my hand are what they call tree cookies here at Christmas Traditions. They're pieces of the tree that are cut from the trunk. Then these are sold to the children and customers that come to this farm as ornaments for the trees that they buy, creating lifetime memories. But these memories are not possible with fake trees.
The average life of an artificial tree is 3 to 5 years, and so those end up in a landfill. Unlike a real Christmas tree is farm grown, so they're not cutting down forests. This is actually a crop. At the end of the season, they get mulched and they go back into the earth.
My family has had both a fake tree and a real tree, and I will say the process of bringing the whole family together and buying a real Christmas tree is awesome, rather than just taking something plastic out of your attic.
Some employees have been here for more than 5 years, all having unique reasons for staying, but they all agree on why this Christmas tree farm is so special.
The people. I really enjoy working here with everybody, and it's a good time, and we get to help bring joy to people, and I like that. When you're especially out helping people find the centerpiece of their Christmas, it makes it to where the people working here feel like part of that family too.
Every night I leave with some of the little branches or clippings that we take off, and then we use that to decorate around the house. We'll make our own garland on the fireplace, and it really brings that fresh smell in, and then really just livens up our house. And I really like just seeing how the community really comes together every year, and that I get to be a part of that with my uncle.
Christmas Traditions has brought a Christmas tradition to family and friends across the Metroplex, and they hope even further. With the true spirit of Christmas, I'm Isabel Mulder, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
This was one of the first Christmas tree farms in McKinney, so it's very inspiring to see the Christmas spirit grow here in Texas.
You know, you really can't have Christmas without a Christmas tree, but more importantly, you can't have Christmas without sharing love. And really, that's the secret behind this family-centered tree farm.
Yes, and compassion comes in so many forms, like helping those in need this holiday season. Maddie Kep spreads the joy of how one church is giving back.
In this time of giving, Button Memorial United Methodist Church comes together to show the real meaning of Christmas, feeding the hungry. The church started the Feed My Sheep food pantry in 2012 and continued to help families since it. It operates out of this small church, but their cause is so much bigger. Ever since the beginning, they've had a certain system in place for how families can receive their care.
As people come in, they'll fill out paperwork one time. We enter it into the computer, and at the end of the entry process, we print out a barcode, and that is then laminated and put it in a box, so the next time they come in, they get this card, and from that point forward, we just scan the card.
They have one main goal with their organization.
End goal is to keep kids from going hungry. You know, you're trying the elderly people from going hungry and your kids from going hungry, and you know, people out there need food. And since COVID, it's got tough and it's got rough, and we try to make sure that we feed as many people as we can. We just try to make sure that everybody is took care of and everybody's helped. And it's not the easiest job in the world sometimes, but it does, you know, get out there for the people to be able to eat. And can't stand a kid go hungry. You know, all the kids out there, they need to be fed.
It's also important to them that they remain loving and understanding of these family situations.
Well, it started because there was a need. And what's interesting is that we don't ask any questions about how much they needed. They fill out paperwork. We don't care what their income is. We don't care about anything except the fact that they need food. And they know they can come here. Some other places might have limitations on who they can feed. But in this case, people know that they can come. If they say they need food, we give it to them. And that's the bottom line.
The employees truly care for the people that they help.
Food pantry, best way to say it, it's a miracle. Some of the folks we see, it's just awful. We have a lady who has 5 kids, no back window in her car. And we make sure they eat.
The volunteers that do the work and help these families firsthand are the heart of this cause.
I think the people here are amazing, the people who work here. This whole process is heartwarming. It's a blessing that this church, and I don't think anyone mentioned it, but it's the Button Methodist, United Methodist Church here in Little Elm. It's a blessing that we can offer this service. So we'll continue doing it as long as God wants us to.
Changing lives and showing the spirit of giving, Feed My Sheep food pantry brings the support that some families need during the Christmas season. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Maddie Kep.
This organization has a truly heartfelt cause. Something interesting about the name Feed My Sheep is it comes from a Bible verse, John 21:17. Feeding Jesus' sheep means offering good news that helps people's lives.
You can tell they are so passionate and joyful about doing good, and the impact is truly great. Music is one of the best ways to spread the joy this season. Vivian Picori takes a listen to how holiday tunes are being heard here at Prosper.
Music is a form of expression that can create the right mood for many occasions and events. And the holidays are no exception. Music programs here at Prosper are sharing the Christmas spirit through concert. Their work and dedication starts with a teacher that has a strong connection to music since childhood, and a passion to spread this love to those around her.
My parents were orchestra teachers and my dad was also a band director, and I saw them do education throughout my entire life, and I saw how much they impacted students' lives through music. And I really was drawn towards that because I also played an instrument. My parents would take me along and help do sectionals and that kind of thing, and I found that I loved teaching.
With the guidance of Miss Bartley, paired with hours of practice and rehearsal times, the orchestra students performed classic holiday tunes for the community. But they are not the only students who appreciate the music of this time of year. The Prosper High School Band put on a holiday performance of their own, showcasing their passion for music and love of the season for unique reasons.
What I like about Christmas music is it really brings like the effect of Christmas, and once you start hearing the Christmas music in a grocery store, then you know that it's festive time.
It's festive, and Christmas is the best holiday.
It brings so much fun to my life, really. Just the overall aesthetic and just the range of Christmas music can go, because you can have things like, for example, swung Christmas music or like a ballad, or there's stereotypical Christmas music that many people like.
Feelings of joy, togetherness, nostalgia, and tradition are all popular reasons why this holiday is so loved. Each song represents memories, which is why there is importance to pick the right ones. For these concerts, the music is chosen with a goal, to show what this season means.
Specifically for our winter concert, we choose our songs based on the time of year, if that makes sense, because there's only, a small amount of songs we can choose from if we're trying to keep in that festive spirit, to keep that show type of feeling to our audience so they can just start this, festive time of year off and on good foot.
To keep things fresh and interesting, the orchestra program decided to do something a little different for their winter concert this year, hoping that the community would find it memorable for unique reasons. For Miss Bartley, the crowd and students coming together for this performance is what particularly stuck out to her.
We really want to make it a show for our community, as well as push our students. And so for this concert, we are doing something a little different. We're bringing all of our students together, doesn't matter what level of orchestra in, to perform one big concert all together. My favorite part of performing the winter concert is seeing the excitement in the audience, seeing not only our students prepare the music and have fun remembering some of the songs they played, but also seeing the audience being excited, especially the younger children and even the older adults as they want to sing along with a lot of the classics that they know.
The Prosper High School Orchestra and Band are hopeful that those who attended their holiday concerts were filled with the same cheer they experienced while performing. Prosper Music programs hope that the tunes of the holidays represent the spirit of Christmas past, present, and futures to come. While the sounds of Christmas stay in the hearts of those touched by this season's music, the hope is that the joy follows us into the next year. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Vivian Pecori.
The Prosper Band and Orchestra programs work so hard to bring festivities through their talents.
Yes, and every year Christmas music really brings me in the Christmas spirit.
And every year during the holidays, the town of Prosper hosts its annual Light the Night competition, where Prosper residents compete to see who can have the most creative and festive holiday display outside of their homes. Coleman Meyer shines a light on this festive event and what the meaning is to those competing.
As the holiday season begins, so does competition season for those competing in the annual Light the Night contest, a festive competition for residents put on by the town of Prosper.
By the town of Prosper, it's sponsored by CoServe. They throw it every year and have contests with a lot of different categories. There's ones for like the best business, the best tree, the best animation, Norman Rockwell, which is like a classic display. And so residents can enter in different categories.
Yeah, so Light the Night, again, I think it's community driven. We've been a part of it, I believe, since the first year they started it. Barbara, who puts it together, she usually reaches out. And so for other folks that are around in Prosper and other areas, we get lots of folks driving in from Frisco or even other places that stop by every single year and say, we come by every year and see your place, and they usually see it in something like the Light the Night contest.
For these Prosper residents, what may have started as a fun holiday tradition to decorate their house has transformed into a way to share the holiday spirit with others.
We love doing it for the community. We've been married 21 years, and we've decorated it every year. Ultimately, we like seeing the kids out there. We like seeing the people come by and enjoy it. So we decorated for the community, and we got small kids now, so they really love it.
When my oldest was little, so about 14 years ago, we started collecting inflatables and decorations of the things he liked best. And then when we had our twins, we added things that they liked best. And then we had our youngest, and we added the things that she liked best. And it just started kind of snowballing into a bigger display.
Wasn't really planned. It just kind of organically grew. Said, oh honey, I've got a few more inflatables for next year.
Putting the competition aside, the festive decorations allow Prosper and other DFW residents an opportunity to connect with each other during the holiday season.
Oh, I love it. I think it's the best thing ever. It's, we haven't done it this year because of the weather and just crazy, but a lot of times we'll just set hot chocolate out there and we'll turn a movie on and do our fire pit and just have people come and sit and be. And
every night we always have a lot of kiddos out of their cars since we have lighted arches that go down the sidewalk. We have a ton of little kids running up and down and playing in our yard and just laughing and having a great time. So it's fun to spend that much time and have our neighbors and everyone be able to come and enjoy it.
Yeah, that's absolutely the best part, seeing everybody enjoying it with their families. We have regulars that come every single night of the week, and then we have others that, as I said, come from all over the Metroplex to see it, and so that's the best. Get to meet new people all the time.
It's great. It's really rewarding. I mean, it makes it worthwhile to put all the effort in, and it's really fun because our neighbors close by know that we do this every year, so there are a lot of kiddos that we've gotten to watch them grow up because they come by our display every Christmas, so that's really fun.
As the 2023 Light the Night contest comes to a close, both the Matthews and the Bartons are planning on making even bigger holiday displays in 2024.
I think it's now a challenge for him every year to try to win it. Since he won it last year, he's like, oh, I gotta win it again. I gotta, the outside, I gotta do something bigger and grander.
I'm planning on adding more next year.
Not all the lights are out this year.
Yeah.
Well, I was planning to upgrade some of the arches, but it's nice to just be recognized. It's always nice to say, hey, you've done a good job, or we like that. So, I mean, it's fun. Yeah, it gives you a good feeling.
We love the Light the Night contest. We love Barbara and the city for putting it on. I think it's awesome for them to do this every single year. It takes a lot of time and effort, so we appreciate them. I tell them every year, thank you for putting it on. They're out, really late, taking time away from their families, so I appreciate them doing that.
I'm Coleman Meyer, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Prosper will host Light the Night again in the winter of 2024 if you are interested in participating in this holiday competition.
Every year, my family and I always decorate our house, and I'm always up for friendly competition.
We always do too.
As we have seen, Christmas time comes with so much joy, with music, lights, and more. But it also can be a very challenging time for those in financial or other struggles. Callie Swick takes us on a journey on how Prosper residents are being Christmas angels this year.
With the holiday season can also come the holiday stress. And in a study last year, 2/3 of Americans have a harder time affording gifts and food for holiday meals this year. This is where the ladies of Prosper step in.
Prosper Ladies, our mission is to be able to help children and families and first responders within the Prosper ISD boundaries. And so we have different programs and different community events to just be involved in our community.
In 2018, a group of Prosper Ladies wanted to make a change, to take the stress off of families during the holiday season.
The Christmas Angels program, we have 370 children on our program this year. They are from families who need some help during the holidays. We have angel tags for the children as well, and so the community can come and take a tag and scan the code, or they can just go to our website, which is prosperchristmasangels.com, and they can select a Christmas angel and buy gifts, look at their needs and the wishes, and it's the gifts to help for Christmas.
So this time of year is always super busy. Everybody's calendars are packed, and this really gives us an opportunity to come together as a community. Everybody steps up. Everybody does their part. We work together with not just the families and the individuals that have adopted our angels, but we work with our first responders to actually get the presents out to the families in the communities. And it is an amazing experience to see everybody come together. Everybody's happy and joyful, and it's a very meaningful experience for anybody who gets to participate.
The first responders play Santa Claus for the day and hand deliver every gift to the local families. But for one PISD police, this story comes full circle.
So Angel Tree is a program where people will give them a list of what their kids want for
for Christmas. These people have many things that are going on in their lives, and they may not be able to get gifts for their kids, so that's where Angel Tree steps in. I love this program because I was one of those kids. I had a single mom. I had 3 sisters. We weren't able to get gifts on Christmas, and so people stepped up and helped us, and so I want to return that. I want to give it back.
The Prosper Young Ladies Association, who are students in high school actively giving back to the children their own age, but yet it helps 2 ways.
I think our biggest goal with the Prosper Young Ladies that we do throughout the year, but especially at Christmas time, is just service-based, and that there's a lot of ways that you can, 1, be involved in your community, and 2, there's a lot of ways that you can help people. And one of the things that can really help a teenager, especially in high school, is to kind of get outside themselves and to help and serve somebody else. It helps with mental health. It helps just you feeling like you have a purpose. And so if we can find ways for our young ladies to be involved in their community and help boost them at the same time, then it's definitely a win-win.
Through the community donating presents, the association organizing events like the town Santa shop, and the first responders working to deliver presents, the town comes together as one to help those in need.
Well, that part might make me emotional because I just think it's amazing to see everybody helping each other. And I love being able to work with the young ladies, and I just love seeing them be able to lead and to take on a project and to follow through and just see them just kind of blossom. And I just love to see the whole community helping each other, because I think that's what it's supposed to be, is we're supposed to be here helping each other. And I believe strongly that one person can make a difference in somebody else's life. And I think Christmas Angels and the Prosper Young Ladies program exemplifies that one person can make a difference.
It has taught me that you are never too old to give back. It's taught me that people depend on help, and the reason why I wear this uniform is for that very reason. It's about giving back. It's about service. It's about caring about people and, just putting smiles on their faces.
And those smiles are worth more than any gift. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Callie Swick.
Angel tags are located across town for kids and senior citizens, so make sure to keep a lookout next year so you can make a difference in someone else's life too.
The Prosper community seems to be overflowing with holiday spirit, from food banks, Christmas lights, and wrapping gifts.
It truly is, and that wraps our last show of the 2023 year. Thank you so much for joining us on this festive ride.
We hope all of you make the nicest this year, and we will see you next year. Once again, I'm Landry Long.
And I'm Christina Krasnova. And just like always, happy holidays and go Eagles!